Welcome to Community Health Heroes, where we spotlight local leaders and organizations that provide much-needed health and wellness resources and information. Our hope is for everyone in our community to strive to live healthier, happier, and longer lives. I'm your host, Leslie Snedowski. Thank you for joining us. If you're one of the more than 40 million caregivers in the United States taking care of an elderly parent or relative, you'll want to learn about a new plan that allows you to combine both Medicare and Medicaid health benefits. Today on Community Health Heroes, Allison Young, the CEO of UnitedHealthCare Community Plan of Louisiana, will join us to talk about the Dual Special Needs Plan that provides health benefits for people who are dually eligible and can make a caregiver's job a little easier navigating the healthcare system. And have you ever wondered what fresh lettuce, carrots, and tomatoes would taste like if you had the chance to eat them fresh out of the ground or plucked right off the vine? In our Community Health Heroes report, we'll talk about farm-to-table dining and take you to Central City's Paradigm Gardens, where they plant and harvest fresh produce for local restaurants, including Patois. Chef Aaron Burgau will tell us how his farm-to-table concept has enhanced Patois' dining experience to the delight of his faithful customers who keep coming back for more. And in our EatFit Nola cooking segment, Chef Jack Martinez with Lucy's Retired Surfers Bar and Restaurant will be in the kitchen to prepare skinny ceviche, prepared with fresh local fish in a citrus marinade mixed with a lot of fresh and delicious ingredients. He'll also share some exciting news about the Lucy's brand expanding internationally. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more Community Health Heroes.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Welcome back to Community Health Heroes. Did you know, according to the Population Reference Bureau, the number of Americans aged 65 and older is projected to more than double from 46 million today to more than 98 million by 2060. Projections show that the 65 and older age group's share of the total population will rise to nearly 24% from 15%. With us now is Allison Young, the CEO for UnitedHealthCare Community Plan of Louisiana, with some news about a special plan that can help the elderly and those caregivers who are lending a hand. Welcome to the show, Allison.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you, especially because we wanted to talk about the elderly population. It is growing by leaps and bounds, which means more of us will probably be caregivers. Tell us a little about UnitedHealthCare's Dual Special Needs Plan and how this can help all of us.
You know, for caregivers, the Dual Special Needs Plan has some tremendous benefits that really helps caregivers. As you are probably aware, of the 40 million caregivers, about 90% are actually caring for the elderly. And those caregivers have significant challenges. The Dual Special Needs Plan has benefits such as transportation that can be very helpful for caregivers.
Now, the special thing about this special plan is that you can find out if you're eligible for both Medicare and Medicaid benefits. How does that work?
Medicare, as you know, Part A, the hospital part, is free for everyone over 65 or if you have a special disability. However, the physician part, Part B, and the drug part, Part C, is not free. And so if you're a low-income person, many times these premiums are more than you can afford. Therefore, there is a new program that was created in 2006 called Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And this is for low-income individuals, and it gives them the same benefits as if they were in a traditional Medicare Advantage plan. It's a great opportunity for seniors.
Well, if some of our viewers want to pursue this, they don't have to worry about the open enrollment period, right? Because this doesn't apply. You can enroll in this anytime?
Absolutely. That is one of the real benefits of this program. Unlike Medicare, where you have to enroll by December, And for this year, it's all over. For the dual eligible special needs population, you can enroll all throughout the year, which is a great benefit.
Now, is this the same as a Medicare Advantage plan, or are they different?
No, actually, this is a Medicare Advantage plan. It's just that the state government actually pays the premium on behalf of the member. Therefore, you have all the great benefits in the Medicare Advantage plan.
Well, I'm glad you used the word benefits because I want to go there next. There are a lot of benefits to this plan. I know one of them in particular are dental plans. What type of benefits can you get there for dental work?
Oh, absolutely. For crowns and exams, great dental benefit.
Well, those sound great, but there are definitely some more, right? In fact, a special emergency alert plan?
Right. It's the great one. It's the personal emergency response system. You know, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Love those commercials.
I know, I do too. It's a wonderful benefit for seniors. In addition, we have silver sneakers, we have hearing aids. There are all sorts of benefits, and the member can choose the ones that fits their life and their circumstances.
How can you learn more about the dual special needs plan? Is there a special website you can go to?
Absolutely. The uhccommunityplan.com/LA contains all the information they need.
And isn't there also another website? If you go to medicare.gov, you can type in a zip code and find out specifically what's available. Is that correct?
Absolutely. At medicare.gov, and you put your zip code in, and you can find out what plans are offered in your area.
Great. Well, thank you so much. This is really important information. I'm sure a lot of our viewers will want to follow up and see if they're eligible. It sounds like a great plan.
It's a great plan, and we look forward to hearing from them.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And thanks for having us.
Of course. When we return, how one Central City urban farm is providing fresh produce to local restaurants in our Community Health Heroes report. We'll be right back.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Did you know, according to the USDA, consumer demand for organically produced goods has shown double-digit growth during most years since the 1990s, providing market incentives for U.S. farmers across a broad range of products. In New Orleans, there's a garden oasis in Central City where resident farmers grow produce you've probably enjoyed eating at area restaurants. More about the local farm-to-table movement in this Community Health Heroes report. In the shadow of the Pontchartrain Expressway, at the edge of Central City in New Orleans, Paradigm Gardens, an urban mixed-crop drip irrigation farm, specializes in growing fresh produce that's served at local restaurants, planting the seeds for healthy living.
I think the obvious appeal is just having the freshest food possible. It definitely tastes the best and is the healthiest. It maintains the nutrients and vitamins, and it also just tastes a lot fresher and a lot better. Chefs like to work with it.
Providing locally sourced farm-to-table vegetables, edible flowers, honey, and eggs, co-owner and founder of Paradigm Gardens, Joel Hitchcock, said the farm's unique business model is rooted in relationships with two local member restaurants, Patois and Coquette.
And we sit down with them twice a year, and they co-develop the crop plan with us, and they say what they want, in what quantity and when, and we grow it for them. And that way they can get the freshest produce throughout the year. We deliver to them twice a week, but we also, if they ever need in a pinch a little bit of this or a little bit of that, we harvest it and bring it right to them. So it's the Patois and Coquette have pretty much the freshest produce in town.
Hitchcock and Paradigm Gardens co-owner Jimmy Seeley oversee 3 garden lots that grow about 40 types of crops at a time, for a total of about 100 different crops annually. Grounded in the cycles of the season, Paradigm Gardens harvests are based on the menus and specials featured at its member restaurants.
different varieties of crops that are grown to be shipped across the country to be able to withstand a trip of 1,000+ miles from California, multiple days. And so we're able to, and those varieties are great for being able to be stored, but they're not so great in terms of necessarily their flavor or their nutrition content. And so being able to grow produce that is harvested and delivered to a restaurant 15 minutes later allows us to grow specific varieties that are conducive to that have higher natural sugars, that have more nutrients.
It's definitely a taste factor, especially when you get like greens from the farms, like salad greens. That it was in the ground, hours before we get it, and it's nothing you can't substitute for that taste.
Chef and co-owner of Patois, Burgau, said he unearths the best produce he can find at Paradigm Gardens and other local farms and farmers markets in the area to prepare and serve at his uptown restaurant. By growing locally, just a couple miles away, he said he saves money and offers customers the best in taste and nutrition for many ingredients.
Butter beans, speckled butter beans, black-eyed peas, purple whole peas, tomatoes, Brussels, carrots, kale, sweet potatoes, onions, green garlic, radish, strawberries, blueberries, peaches, Asian lettuce, bok choy, spinach. What else? A lot of different things.
The trend of people eating more healthy has definitely benefited us. That wasn't necessarily the goal to cater towards that from the beginning, but I believe, inherently growing vegetables is something healthy, and if that's a trend and more people gravitated to it for that reason, that's great. That being said, before 70 years ago, everything was organic. So to think that it's this brand new thing of people eating locally and eating organic, I think it's just more of a return to not even roots, a return to a time very recently, and the vast majority of human history and how the majority of humans still eat today.
You try to put out the best product possible, and you're charging a lot for the product, because things cost nowadays, are expensive, and you want to give that value, and it's very rewarding when you come up with a dish and you have that produce in that dish, and it's a winning dish. It tastes good, it looks good, and you see those people out in the dining room smiling and eating the whole plate and eating everything in it, just kind of commenting, either on social media or in person, how good the produce was, how fresh things are, and how good it looks and tastes. It's very rewarding as a chef.
Chef Burgau says he gets his hands dirty at Paradigm Gardens and often cuts his own herbs to enhance a dish flavor or to use as garnish on a plate. He said the best recipe includes finding and using locally grown produce that diversifies the food and flavors you eat and increases your nutritional intake.
We get a lot of different inquiries about where your vegetables are coming from, or inquiries about where you grow your stuff and where is it coming from, and I think there are people being more health conscious these days, or kind of seeking these restaurants out, and it has become known that we have just different types of vegetables, that we are part of Paradigm Gardens, and that we do source locally different items, and I think more people are seeking out that whole farm to table experience. Eat local. Eat local. Know where your food comes from. It is always good to know where your food comes from.
After 15 years of smoking, Eva Marie quit. There's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm Molly Kimball, registered dietitian and founder of Ochsner's EatFit Nola. We've collaborated with more than 100 partners locally to create EatFit Nola, a partnership that highlights the better for you items right there on a restaurant's menu or on grocery store shelves, making it effortless for you to dine at your favorite restaurant or shop your favorite market without ditching your otherwise healthy diet. Every month, Community Health Heroes Show, which is sponsored by the United Health Foundation, will shine a spotlight on an incredible chef to help show you how you can make smarter food choices to live a healthier, happier, and hopefully longer life. In addition to EatFit Nola, you can find our partners such as EatFit North Shore, EatFit BR, EatFit Bayou, and coming soon, EatFit Acadiana in a neighborhood near you. So don't go away, Community Health Heroes will be right back.
A lot is happening at Lucy's Retired Surfers Bar and Restaurant in the Warehouse District. The restaurant brand is expanding. There's a Chapatula Street, New Orleans location, one in Key West, one in Costa Rica just opened up, and a fourth one is due to open up in Aruba. With us are Chef Jack Martinez, who will be preparing a popular Lucy's dish called Skinny Ceviche, and EatFit Nola ambassador Emily Eickoff, who will tell us all about the nutritious ingredients. So thank you both for joining us. This looks beautiful. The colors are just leaping off the table. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
Chef, before we start preparing, tell us about these expansion plans. I mean, it's amazing that Lucy's, that we all know has this fun hangout on Chapatula Street, is now opening up in Costa Rica and Aruba. What's going on?
Yes, it is. We're very excited. We're spending and having a great family all over the place. Like you said, in Costa Rica, we have in Key West, and now we go to Aruba. And we are having the same menu. We are sharing what we have here in New Orleans to them, and we try to spend like different places. We are very happy. We're very happy, and as you know, Lucy's in New Orleans is the mother of all. Here is where we have a lot of competition, a lot of good cooking, and good products. So and we have a great deal to offer to our customers and to people in sales.
And it's great. It sounds like you have this international audience you're cultivating. So that's
yes,
congratulations.
ma'am.
That's great
Thank
news.
you.
Well, let's talk about the great news that is on this table because, oh my gosh, Skinny Ceviche. Tell us a little about what it is and what's in it.
Actually, ceviche, what it is fresh seafood and produce, has tomatoes, cilantro, onions, peppers. All that is marinated with the acid that is lemons and limes. So normally what you do is squeeze the lime juice with your protein and let it rest for probably 4 or 5 hours.
I see the lemons and limes right there.
We're gonna do just really fast, and I already have one prepared that we make probably 4 or 5 hours ago, and it's over there. So I'm just gonna show you step by step what we're gonna do. One of the secrets that we have for our ceviche is that we boil our ceviche like we do the crab boil, the crawfish boil. So that's what it makes it a little bit special, a little bit more New Orleans, a little bit more spicy.
Is that what I see over there?
And that's what we get. So normally all the chefs here in New Orleans, we use something like that to do our crawfish. And talking about crawfish, you gotta come on Wednesday and Sundays. We are doing a crawfish boil right now and there. So that's another excuse for you to show up to Lucy's. I'm gonna show you how we do this very fast. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some of those spices in boiling water. And just make sure that this salts a little bit. And we're gonna add our shrimp. So we're gonna let it there. Just cook for probably a minute and a half. What I wanna do is just cook the outside of the shrimp so I can get it candy. If you wanna set medium rare, so that way I can finish it with the acid on my lemons. And then we have this beautiful red fish that we get it local from here at the coast of New Orleans. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to cut small cubes. So what we're gonna do is strip slices.
Emily, while the chef's cutting this up, tell us a little about some of the ingredients we see and why they're so good for us and why they're EatFit Nola approved.
Yes, well, as you mentioned, you can just see every color of the rainbow pretty much in front of us right now, and that's always a great sign as far as healthy ingredients. With the avocado, we have a ton of healthy fats, vitamin A and C found in the bell peppers and the citrus, so you're getting some great nutrients, and it's a good amount of calories too. So some people think you have to be hungry if you're gonna eat healthy food, and it's not true at all. This can definitely take you from your lunch to dinner without being hungry in between. So we really love our high fiber, high protein dishes that Lucy offers.
And Lucy's does specialize in offering and cooking up local produce, right? Almost like farm to table stuff, not only with produce, but with fish as well?
That's right. We get all local products. That's what it is about New Orleans and our cuisine. Everything is cooking with fresh produce. That's for the seafood, for the vegetables. Sometimes Chef Jessica, she's the executive chef, and we go to the fresh market and start to pick a fresh product that day. So sometimes you have farmers that they come with a beautiful zucchinis or a squash or lettuce, and that's what we like to do. So we can do like fresh vegetable on the plate or fresh sides, and that's how we get this product at the end of the day. and we come out with the chips that the peppers, they are very fresh, and what we do is just pretend that they are little chips that they give you a little crunchiness, sweetness, and very refreshing and healthy. You can talk about that.
Yeah, I don't think, I guess it might be embarrassing to admit, I don't think I've ever seen these used as chips before. Is it just me, or has this been something that I've just been missing out there?
I mean, I'm sure it's been done before, but in New Orleans, actually, it's probably the first restaurant I've seen to do it. But it's a great idea. I mean,
It is
really,
a really
it's
great idea.
low carb, low calorie. You're getting so many nutrients and things by replacing, your white corn chip with a vegetable and things like that. So.
Okay, so things look like they just got serious here. What are we doing now?
We are squeezing the lemon juice so we can let it rest in there.
Gosh, listen to that sound.
So we're going to simmer it. And like I said, this is just now for us to pretend how and show you the steps, but normally this dish has to stay and rest for probably at least 4 to 5 hours. So
it marinates?
The marinates, and the acid will cook the protein, and that's what the sense of ceviche is.
Wow, this looks beautiful.
What we're doing is just making sure that we do
It
that.
smells so good. Emily, do you smell that?
Everything is very refreshing. And of course, if you like a drink and it's healthy once in a while to get something like, maybe you can get maybe a margarita or something. We'll go great with this.
Talking about other things you can find at Lucy's, Emily, tell us a little about some of the other EatFit Nola dishes found there.
Yes, there are a ton of great options, EatFit Nola dishes at Lucy's. We actually went off of their old menu or their current menu options and created from those items an EatFit option that fits our criteria. So you can find it on the table tents at Lucy's, all of the EatFit options, but just to give you a few examples, there's a fresh fish sandwich, tacos, tuna salad.
And there's this guy over here, right?
Aztec shrimp salad.
This
which
looks beautiful.
Just is so beautiful, yes. So, so many great options there, and that's, we love partnerships like that where they're like, here, we have all of these things, and we're like, yes, it's our favorite.
I mean, not only are they shrimp, but there's beans over here and a beautiful salad. This looks delicious.
Yeah, what we have in there is a black bean salad, and it's made with black beans, pepper, cilantro, lemon, and a little bit of oil. So it's very nice and healthy. And we serve this one with jalapeno ranch, but we have so many different options for dressings, as you will agree with me. We have vinaigrettes that they are very nice for your health. So you can combine with a sweet, spicy, or savory dressings that we have and options in the restaurant, so you can have it. But the special thing about this dish also is that the shrimp, as we talked about before, that shrimp comes from the South America, and it travels all the way from the Gulf to the United States, and here in the end of the Mississippi, and they call brown hoppers, and they are very local shrimp, and that's what we get every day in the back door. So that's a beautiful.
The back door, is that you said?
Oh, that's it.
That's
we have
quite a
this
journey.
guy. We have this guy that comes as like, chef, I have this fresh, beautiful shrimp. I was like, okay, so that's what we get for you guys.
Emily, Chef Jack finishes up his preparation here. Tell us a little about how you guys partnered with Lucy's.
Yes, Lucy's is one of our newest partners at the EatFit family, and we met last year, around September of last year, and they were looking for healthier options on the menu, and we were happy to provide it, and so it was a wonderful partnership, and it's been really great working with them since then.
Well, it sounds like you're right about it in terms of having so many options too that are probably fit right into your criteria. So it looks like we're in the home stretch now. You're going to be adding all the seafood?
That's it. So we're just going to put a little bit salt, pepper to taste, and then I'm going to have a little bit of leftover. But what I'm going to do is just make sure that this goes going to marinate in there. This one, we should let it cool off a little bit so that way it's kind of room temperature.
That makes sense.
And we're going to mix them together. And then after that, just put them in your fridge, let it rest, do whatever you need to do, and then you come back and you're going to have something beautiful and gorgeous like it.
So that's the finished product right there.
That's the finished product.
Topped with this seasonal crawfish, I see, huh? That's
Yes,
so
ma'am.
pretty.
Then,
Is that the normal portion size?
Yes, ma'am. And we serve it with the pepper chips also. You have an options, like she said, we take these items out of our menu and make especially for you a la carte when you come to eat at the restaurant. So that's another special thing that we do. We create those plates for you at the time you arrive. And you also can have, like some people, they don't like really light and healthy. You are in New Orleans and you are here to taste the flavor. So we get, you know, the same plates, but full blood. You know, we get like spices, we get like, you know, tortilla chips or plantains, and then you go over, and it's just fun to eat on the table with all different options.
Chef, tell us how our audience can learn more about Lucy's.
Lucy's is a very special place that you can go, and there is some, I told you there is a pet friendly. So we have a lot.
Oh, that's right. You actually prepare meals for dogs because it's a pet-friendly restaurant, right?
Exactly. And not only that.
Hot dogs for little dogs, I hear,
yes,
huh?
We get hot dogs, we get chicken, we get burgers. And soon they arrive, they have the special bowl where we put ice water so they can just cool off and just having fun with the rest of the customers. And it's a really family oriented, and we have generations that they are coming to the restaurant for so long. So that's what we concentrate on. We concentrate from the kids, from the youngsters, and from the grandpa and everybody. So we have an extension bar where you can have beautiful, great drinks. We have a great deals on drinks.
And you could probably look at that drink menu on your website, right? What's that website?
That will be Lucy'sRetiredSurfer.com. Like I said, it's a very nice place to go. You can even sit outside. We have tables.
Yes, there's a lot of beautiful outside seating.
And actually, we have another extension upstairs. We have a balcony that for Mardi Gras is beautiful, or for special events. So you can have a lot of privacy in there. And we have Sunday brunch. Sunday brunch, they are beautiful because you can get some a variety that probably you ain't gonna get it with nice and light and healthy. But yeah, you can get that. Besides, I want to just make sure that we have that menu 7 days a week. We have it for lunch, we have it for dinner. We have different menus, but we always have the EatFit menu all the time available for everybody.
And if our viewers want to learn more about EatFit Nola, where do they go?
Yes, well, they can download our EatFit Nola app, our brand new app that launched about 2 months ago, and they can find all of our EatFit dishes at Lucy's and the nutritional information of all of these dishes, and they can also find recipes like this ceviche as well.
Yes, your recipe will definitely be on our website, communityhealthheroes.org. So thank you both so much for joining us. It smells wonderful in here. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
If you smoked, this new lung cancer screening could save your life. Visit SaveByTheScan.org.
Listen. All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this. No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize you feel so hopeless. I need help. I need help. You feel so hopeless. Then one day you realize
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
Suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just
listen.
Thank you for joining us. If you would like to suggest a health topic, send us information on your health organization's events, or recommend your favorite EatFit Nola restaurant, please visit our Facebook page or email us at communityhealthheroes@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn more about our guests and share segments from our show, check out our website at communityhealthheroes.org, and you can also find our show on YouTube. We hope the information we've provided you on UnitedHealthCare's dual special needs plan, farm-to-table dining in New Orleans, and how to make fresh and delicious ceviche using local ingredients will help you and your family live healthier, happier, and longer lives. I'm Leslie Snedowski. Make sure to join us next time for more Community Health Heroes.